Hello everybody, welcome to Wild Boy Movies, the place to talk movies, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us Marvel fans are really looking forward to the next two Avenger movies, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. These two films being the ending of the multiverse saga, and we really do not know much about these two movies other than the fact that Robert Downey Jr. will be the villain of the movies, Doctor Doom. Which is why in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys a theory of mine of Avengers Doomsday. So go ahead and comment down below your thoughts on my Doomsday theory, and while you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so I actually had this theory for quite some time now, going back to when Marvel announced Avengers Doomsday and Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. I was gonna make a video on that theory, but I ended up scrapping it. But then came the digital release of Deadpool and Wolverine, and me rewatching that movie, and my review still stands. It made me remember that theory that I had, and I was like, okay, I gotta make that theory into a video for you guys. So, basically, in Deadpool and Wolverine, we were introduced to the idea of anchor beings, which is essentially the term used for like an important figure in a certain universe. In Deadpool's home universe, it was Wolverine, and the death of Wolverine in Logan caused his universe to start slowly dying. Which is what led Agent Paradox of the TVA to decide to use the device known as the Time Ripper, keep that in mind for later, as a device used to quickly wipe out this slowly dying universe. But eventually that doesn't go well because eventually Cassandra Nova, the villain of the movie, gets her hands on this device and decides to use it to wipe out every single universe. And Deadpool and Wolverine managed to stop Cassandra Nova. And I do honestly believe that the idea of anchor beings will be a major factor in these next two Avenger movies, but as for the Time Ripper, I didn't really think of much, because that might be a one and done thing. That is, until we got to San Diego Comic-Con 2024, Marvel Studios Hall H panel, where we got the announcement of Avengers Doomsday, and that sparked a theory in my mind, because again, it was at the time when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and I had just seen that movie, and it sparked the theory that Deadpool and Wolverine might not be the only time we see the Time Ripper in the MCU. Because here's my big theory, I think the Time Ripper will be a device that this Doctor Doom wants to use. And I do honestly believe that the Time Ripper will be the thing responsible for creating Battleworld, which will most likely be the setting for Avengers Secret Wars, the follow-up to Doomsday. And I know what you're thinking, this RDJ Doctor Doom is not from the Fox universe, so how would he know about this Time Ripper device? Well, I actually do think that this Doctor Doom, one, does come from the Fantastic Four universe that we will be seeing in the First Steps movie. But I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and say that he might have some multiversal capabilities. And I think before the events of the Fantastic Four movie that we're getting next year, this Doctor Doom will be piercing through the multiverse, kind of like the Watcher, and he will discover Earth 1005 and the events of the Time Ripper and Cassandra Nova and Deadpool and Wolverine stopping it, which will presumably get the idea for Doctor Doom to destroy every universe and combine it together into one universe so he can rule the entire multiverse. But he probably doesn't know how this Time Ripper is going to be built and how it works, which is why I'm thinking that this version of Doctor Doom is going to break into the TVA and kidnap Paradox, who I'm thinking is going to be on trial for him going off the grid. And one thing that I forgot to mention was how this Doctor Doom could be able to find the TVA and kidnap Paradox. And that explanation could be the reason why this movie will no longer have Kang as its big bad, because I'm thinking that this version of Doctor Doom managed to wipe out the entirety of the Council of Kangs just to get information on the TVA and how he could get the Time Ripper. And this event will probably be like a big deal, and that will probably get the attention of God of Stories Loki, which will cause him to go to Earth 616 to get the attention of Thor and warn him that, hey, this evil figure is trying to destroy the multiverse, and I need the Avengers to stop him, which will probably lead to the formation of the new Avengers team, which will probably consist of Sam Wilson Captain America and Peter Parker Spider-Man as like the main leads of the Avengers team. I don't know who else could fill in the other spots of that team. And I'm thinking that once this Avengers team is assembled, they're gonna split up into two to recruit some other members. Team 1 is probably gonna go to Earth 1005 and recruit Deadpool and Wolverine since they have knowledge of the Time Ripper given the events of Deadpool and Wolverine. And the other half will go find the Fantastic Four that we will see in the new Fantastic Four movie and find them to recruit them, because this Doctor Doom would be from their universe and the Avengers believe that they know how to defeat this Doctor Doom, when in reality, they have never fought Doctor Doom before. So it will ultimately lead to the Avengers having to fight Doctor Doom, but ultimately it won't be enough because Doctor Doom manages to successfully use the Time Ripper and wipe out a majority of various universes and combine the rest into Battleworld, giving us the setup for Avengers Secret Wars. And I think this does not only set up Avengers Secret Wars, but also Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4, because it's speculated that Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Tom Hardy's Venom will be teaming up in the movie to fight Null, who will be a villain teased in the upcoming movie Venom: The Last Dance. And I honestly think that could be a great way to go for Spider-Man 4 since they're deciding not to go with a street-level story. And it could also be the explanation for in Avengers Secret Wars, we could have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, the early Fox X-Men, Channing Tatum Gambit, who was teased to still be alive, and even Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider, but don't make him entirely CGI like DC did. And have them all come together in this big, epic multiversal finale before the MCU eventually soft reboots itself. And who knows, this theory might end up being completely false and wrong, but it's just too crazy that I wanted to make a video and tell you guys. So be sure to comment down below your thoughts on my Avengers Doomsday theory, and also comment down below any other theories you have on these next two Avenger movies. And while you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. And have a great day.